right, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Paddle Pulse podcast. We have some super special guests with us here today, coming all the way from Portugal. We have the world number 37s here with us, Portuguese number 1, World Championship World Cup legends, bronze medalists in the FIP Paddle World Cup in 2024,
Yes.
and a problem for anyone who's going to face them. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Miguel and Nuno Deus in the house.
Welcome, guys.
Here we go.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone.
Can
you so much. Very good presentation. that was a good intro. Good intro. Yeah.
Hey, we need to give you guys props, Yusuf.
You just forgot to add one thing. Our favorite, maybe one of, if not the favorite team for us on the Premier Padel Tour.
Yeah,
And this is true, really, guys. Honest, we love watching you. By the way, one of our team members, TSH Jimmy, he loves anything that has to do with Portugal. And once he saw you guys, and he's like, "Is that a Portugal flag next to those names?" I'm a fan. And then obviously he saw how you guys
Thank
played,
you so much.
and he's like, "Okay." And we loved you guys ever since. Not this World Cup, the last World Cup.
Yeah, the one before they were
Yes.
awesome. The one before they were awesome.
The one before.
Where they were still up, like it was a big surprise. I think last World Cup that was more of it was a statement when they got bronze, but it was also like not say expected, but it was amazing though because they were already so good before as well.
Yeah.
True.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Let's get this going.
Let's get this. Guys, you used to be underdogs, but you guys are no longer underdogs. But let's rewind a little bit. How in the world did this paddle journey begin?
Well, long time ago, I think it started with tennis.
It started in tennis.
It started in tennis. We played tennis for almost 15 years. So all our technique, our shots came from tennis. And well, we played paddle for the last 7-8 years.
Yeah, we started on 2018. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
We started as a coaches, right? To be honest, we started
As coaches?
Yeah. So our idea from switching from tennis to paddle was to be a coach. So we had our careers on tennis. We tried our best. We were professionals, but not in the way to making money, to make a life.
Yeah, we didn't succeed as much.
Yeah, we didn't succeed as much. We tried a lot, but we played on the ITF circuit.
Yeah.
We tried our best, but we moved to paddle just to be a coach, like in a financial way. But then we are really competitive. We started playing some tournaments on the weekends. We started to lose some matches that we didn't want to lose. And so week after week after week, we started increasing the amount of trainings per week. And suddenly, I don't know, maybe I think COVID was a big game changer for us. We started to practice a lot on COVID. And in 2020, 2021, we were already practicing like, I don't know, 4 times a week, maybe. But in 2021, we started to be more professional, starting to add some physical training to our team, practicing all the days of the week. And it's basically our little story.
Journey so far.
From 2021, we started to be more professional. I guess in 2021 we were still a coach.
Yeah, we were like
we were still coaching some hours per week. I don't know, maybe 15-20 hours per week. But then we decided to have more good results,
we decided to quit the coaching thing and just focus on the professional player career. And then we started to invest a little bit more, train more, travel more in other countries, playing more tournaments, and then things were coming. And right now we are here in Premier Padel.
It's not an easy transition because starting a professional paddle career, it's not easy because you don't earn lots of money playing tournaments. So you have to have like a balance between coaching and playing tournaments, and I guess and having sponsors. Of course, because without sponsors for us, it's completely impossible to have this life. And I guess in 2022 we managed to quit the coaching life and to be completely paddle players.
Wow.
Awesome.
Amazing.
I guess it's
Awesome.
Amazing story. Like it's wild that you guys in just 3-4 years you were able to become pro, and you're only 6 years into playing paddle. And you're at this level. It's wild.
You know, as much as it's inspirational, it's dangerous and like in a bad way, because people might think maybe I can become a pro and go head
Yeah,
to head
maybe
with Galán
maybe
after
we
3
could be
years.
like Miguel Nuno Deus.
Which is not true.
No.
It's not true.
No. We always say that I think the level we have, or the good level, the good shots we can have right now, it's all because of tennis. We played 15 years of tennis, playing professionally, training all day, every week. So I think we have a lot of tennis inside of us, a lot of shots they're already hit in our lives. So we have a lot of hours of training, so it's not that easy. Of course, now we had to make a great transition from tennis to paddle to understand how this sport is played, and I think we are still learning how to play the sport sometimes. But yeah, it's not easy, and of course you have to train a lot always. Right now we are training even more than when we train tennis. So yeah, you have to. And not only the shots. I guess tennis taught us a lot of how to compete, how to be inside the court. Well, in tennis we play alone, so
the mentality you have.
The mentality to play tennis alone. We have all our career was playing alone. So we managed to.
I think we developed some skills that right now are really important. I think are important in every sport that you do, but the discipline we gain in tennis right now, I think it's paying off. Right now.
And sometimes, and right now in paddle, like playing a 15-30 of a 30 all or advantage game, we we already played those kind of points a million times in our lives. So I guess it's a good experience for us. So not only the shots, of course, we have good technique, shots, good technique because of tennis, but the way of how to compete, that's really important for us. Yeah.
Very good point.
Well, that's really cool. And can you talk to us a little bit about that transition from tennis to paddle? Because yeah, it's true that they are very similar, but they're also very different. Can you talk to us a little bit about adapting to paddle?
I think the main thing that when we started playing paddle, we had the smash, the volley, and we played tennis inside the paddle court. As anyone that came from tennis, I think. So playing against guys that don't have such good technique was easy, let's say, because the aggressive game that we brought from tennis helped us a lot, and it still helps right now. But then when you start playing with some guys with more experience, you have to start learning how to play paddle slowly. You don't have to hit the ball always so hard. You have to get used to the walls. I'm still getting used to the walls. And
you're still getting used to the walls, and you're already reaching the highest levels of paddle.
Yeah, but I'm still learning. I don't feel that comfortable yet. So I think we still have a long way to go. But I think the main thing was the aggressive game. We came from tennis. It was our best skill, and still is, I think. But then you have to learn and train a lot. Train with people that always played paddle for lives. Understand the tactics. The tactics are really different, and yeah, I think it's a long process.
Yeah, understand the game. I think being a coach for us was really good for us because we spent a lot of hours inside a paddle court. I had weeks giving, I don't know, 40 hours per week of lessons. So those amount of hours inside the court helped me a lot to understand the walls, to understand a little bit more of the game, of the paddle game. So yeah, being a coach at the beginning, I think it was really nice for us. And then, like Nuno said, we had to start training properly with the good coaches, and yeah, here we are.
Miguel Nuno said the walls are the toughest thing, it seems, for him. What about you? What has been the toughest thing in the transition to paddle?
Of course, at the beginning, the walls were really a challenge. But I guess the biggest challenge is to understand the game. So it's really good for us to bring tennis inside the paddle court. Right now, we have a lot of confidence on our offensive game, and that comes from tennis. Our volleys, our smashes, our connection in the net, it's like covering spaces, trying to keep the net. But of course, understanding the game, it's really important because we don't spend 100% of the time in the net, so we have to return the serves of the other guys. So we have to understand how to defend, and that's the biggest challenge for us. When to give a lob, when playing flats, when to play a chiquita, the effects, everything. So we are trying to improve on that way. Yeah.
Yeah, to change the rhythm so often. It's a thing that I don't think in tennis there was that much.
Yeah.
Because you always try to hit the stronger you can,
Yeah.
to make winners every time. And here, to make a winner, you can make a winner playing slowly, and that's kind of a different thing. It's the mindset is different, so yeah, we're still learning on that.
But you guys, both of you hinted at the point of how the tennis has been a big advantage for you, the way you guys were aggressive in tennis, so you're using it in paddle. And I think in the past few years, paddle has changed in a way. It's become even more aggressive. We're seeing everyone's playing with more power, going for smashes, more risk, less safe. Do you guys think that the fact that you guys are playing your style of paddle while the evolution of paddle like is changing, that has helped you guys?
Yeah, for sure. And I guess it's better for us to have the offensive style already at a good point, and then try to improve our defensive style.
Then the opposite.
So I think there's a lot of players like Padel original players that knows a lot of defending skills, lob, chiquita, but then at the net they are not too dangerous, so they struggle a bit. And I guess at the way Padel is played right now, evolving. I guess we benefit a lot from our tennis history. So I think it's better to have the smashes, to have the aggressive volleys, and then try to improve the baseline and the walls, than the opposite. For sure.
Well, that means they agree with the point, because we were talking recently that paddle is now a more aggressive game, offensive game, than it is a defensive one, and we were having a back and forth of is that true or not. So
you want to ask them the lob smash question?
The lob what?
When we were having this discussion of how would you have the best lob ever or the best smash ever? Like if you have the best lob but you don't have a smash, or you have the best smash but you don't have a lob. And then, like, we were debating that the lob is more effective than the smash, stuff like that.
That's tough. Maybe I'll choose the lob.
Oh, really? Wow.
Really?
Also, with Coach David Howe, the head coach of Sweden, also said the lob as well. So,
because I think you do more lobs than smashes in a match. So, in a game, you do more lobs than smash, and you can win the point with another shots. And if you do a good lob, it's really good. I don't know. Maybe I say that because my lob.
If you don't know, then I don't know.
I think we both can say that because right now we don't have a really great lob, so maybe it's what we want to now. But yeah.
Well, guys, we need to talk about the career you guys have had so far. I think 2025 has been a breakout season for you guys. We knew you guys before, but I think the normal paddle fan now knows who you guys are. So can we just talk about, like, if you can walk us through, first of all, that breakthrough run you guys had, making it to the round of 16 at the Qatar Major. Can you guys, Miguel, can you tell us what that was like for you? And, you know, because you've been putting in the work and practicing, coaching, then practicing. What has it been like to do something like that this year?
I don't think it's fair to talk just about this year. I guess 2023 and 2024 were really important for us, and those are really different years from this year, because this year we are playing Premier Padel, we are playing a lot of main draws, but we are playing less games, so less matches per tournament.
Yeah.
And I guess 2024 and 2023 were really important for us because we did a lot of tournaments and we succeed
Yeah.
in a lot of tournaments. So we played like 5 matches per tournament, four matches per
That's a
tournament.
lot. That's a lot of match play,
And
guys.
that gave us a rhythm and a brutal experience for us, spending hours inside the court, but at the same time spending hours winning matches and having some like victory mentality. It's really important for us. This year has been really challenging because we started on the qualifying on Riyadh.
Yeah.
In Riyadh, P1. So I was 80 in the world, Nuno was 90. So we were outside the main draw. And yeah, right now we are 37, so we are improving a lot. Despite playing less matches per tournament, we are still improving. Still improving our rankings, but we feel that we have a lot to improve in our technical game, in our tactical game, and yeah, that's all we want. It's to practice and to improve. Yeah, we have a lot to improve, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, right now to keep improving, you have to win the really good matches. You have to beat the really good teams, and it's not just about
Small details.
yeah, it's not about putting more work conditioning workouts, more trainings. You have to really study the guys, really go to the detail, trying to learn different skills, and yeah, and that's what we have been training and fighting for. I think in the beginning we had just not as much matches as we wanted, and we traveled, we played a lot, we gained confidence, and then yeah, we start improving. But right now, yeah, you have to make small details that will make a difference because the teams are really good. The players are, as you may all know, they are the best teams in the world, so it's tough to beat them, but we are fighting for it.
This is a great point to the next question I wanted to ask, because you're talking about these small details that you guys have been working on to improve and eventually win. Last year, when you guys went toe-to-toe in Kuwait with Chingotto and Galán, amazing match. You guys were like spectacular. And then from that match there, okay, maybe there's not that big of a difference from the next time you played them, but have you seen what are the small things that you saw the first time that when you played the second time, you're like, okay, these are things we need to improve. These are things that we need to evolve
in? Yes, but I think that match we had like completely zero pressure. So I think we did probably our best match ever.
Yeah.
We played really well. When we played with them in Riyadh,
Yeah.
I guess they already studied us a little bit more, and they were better for sure. They are better than us, and yeah, so we didn't play so good on that match on Riyadh. But yeah, right now I think this year we are starting to feel some kind of pressure. For example, the first tournament that we get into the main draw directly, it was Miami P1.
Yeah.
it was our first direct main draw, and I think we didn't play really well on that match. Maybe because we played against a team that came from the qualifiers, and they have already some good rhythm to play on that condition. So before we were used to that, to play on the qualifiers and to win matches and to get into the main draw with a lot of confidence, and that helped us a lot. And I think in Miami didn't go so well for us because of that. Yeah, but we are starting to learn new experience. I think everything is so new for us at the moment. We are having some new experience almost every week. So I think it's a really beautiful
You
journey
guys are
for
also the
us.
people's
Yeah,
champ.
but
Oh,
I think
sorry, no, continue.
no, sorry. Just to answer more of his question.
Yeah.
I think the first time we played against those guys, Chingotto, Galán,
Yeah.
it's like we were just having fun. We were just enjoying. We were completely underdogs, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
And in that match in Kuwait, I think we enjoyed a lot. We were feeling really good on that tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we made probably our best match. And I think after that, they started to realize maybe who we were. I think by that time, probably they didn't know us quite well, and it's
Normal.
normal because we came from college. It was our first tournaments on Premier Padel.
Yeah.
But this year, yeah, in Riyadh we played against them, and they were more ready.
Yeah.
But right now, what we feel is that the first times we played, it was like we're just having fun. They are the best teams in the world.
Yeah.
I think right now, what we feel the difference that of course they're still the best teams in the world, but we look at them like we want to beat you right now. So we have to find
Yeah.
what we can do, study them, find the small details, and try to
Yeah.
figure out how we can do it. I think the first time it was like, yeah, this is might be impossible so far,
Yeah.
but just try to enjoy. But right now, I think we look at them still a really long way to go, but we want to do it. And so I think it's a small change of mentality, and yeah, I think right now it's the opponents who we want to beat, so we have to find a way.
Wow.
Amazing mentality.
So Nuno, in that first match, like you're talking about the small details, what do Chingotto and Galán do so well that maybe you learned from that first and maybe second meeting that you guys are like, okay, these guys do this really well, we need to go work on that?
They defend way better than us. Chingotto, it's just amazing defending. I think the lob, everything, the forehand, everything is really good. Galán makes a lot of pressure, so we know they have to defend perfect to him. Yeah, I don't know. It's way complicated when we are inside the court. Sometimes we feel like there's not a lot of options, but there's always we have to find those ones. I don't know. What do you feel?
I guess I feel that every shot they take, it's with intention. So I guess sometimes when I'm defending, I'm just I just want to put the ball in and everywhere, but I want to put the ball in.
Yeah.
And we feel that with Chingotto, with Galán, with those kind of players, every shot they take, it's they have a purpose. They think about it and they do it with a lot of precision, the right power, the right precision. So yeah, I think they are better than us because of that. I don't know if Chingotto attacks better than me or better than Nuno. I don't know, but he for sure he defends way better than me, and every shot he takes is with a good purpose, the right purpose, and yeah, that's why it's so difficult to play against them, because they are really good.
But
Yeah, probably in terms of technique, it's not the big difference. It's more about the decision.
Yeah.
The decision that they take is always correct.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's as Miguel said, they always make something with the shot they do. They
And they want to do something with the shot.
yeah, they want to do something, and so there's not a easy ball coming from there
Yeah.
anytime. Like there's always something that yeah.
yeah. Miguel, you're admitting that sometimes you're just defending and just want to put the ball back. You're a man of the people. That's what we do. That's me. I'm just all the time. I'm just trying to put the ball back and play. That's my defense. That's my.
But also that's not how it looks, man. Like Miguel never looks like that. It looks like he's focused and he has a game plan and he's like gonna counter attack it. But it's funny to see what's going on inside your head.
Yeah, but that happens to us a lot of times. So if
you put the ball in, that's a good first step.
Yeah, that's a good first step. Yeah,
exactly.
So it's the main goal of Padel is putting the ball over the net. So
more times than the other guy. So
yeah, but yeah, we have a game plan for sure in all the matches, but there's a lot of times that we just can't use it. So yeah, I'm telling you, 100% honest. When I'm defending or when I'm returning, I have some doubts, a lot of doubt, and probably I need to train more.
Yeah, but Miguel, because the speed of the ball, like when you see it, because you know we've been to a few tournaments and we've seen, like on TV, it does not do the speed of the ball justice. Because when the volleys are coming or the bandejas are coming, it's like it's coming so fast
and so low.
When can you think? When can you think? There's no time to think. Like it has to become muscle memory at some point, I guess.
Yeah, and that's a bad problem for us because in that way we came from tennis, so we play paddle for 7 years. So sometimes there's some situations on the court that we spent less hours than the others. Yeah. I don't know for how long Chingotto and Galán plays paddle, but
more than us for sure.
More than us for sure. More than the double for sure. Yeah. So that those kind of things we understand that the original paddle player has a lot of advantage from our side. Okay, there's nothing to do about it. We have to practice more than them.
Yeah.
Well,
we have to learn faster.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are moving way faster than I think anyone predicted. So hats off to you. But you guys have faced, I think this year and last year, you guys faced, I think every top player there is on tour. And Nuno, let me start with you. Is there anyone that stands out to you like this guy was the most impressive when I went up against him, or a certain player and team?
The first two teams are really different than the other ones. I think we played against.
Big difference between the rest.
We didn't play against the 3 and the 4.
Yeah, we still didn't play against
the third and fourth. You guys played
team.
Stupa and Nenno, so I guess you played. They're separate.
Yes, yes, but I think playing against Tapia and Coello this year we played twice already.
Twice, yeah, and Chingalan as well.
And Chingotto Galán as well. This year, no, this year just one.
What was it like against Tapia and Coello?
It's tough. It's like it feels like there's no space in the court. There's no place to put the ball, the lobs, and nowhere because they smash from everywhere. So that was we fought a lot of pressure playing against them, and even we played against Tapia and Coelho in Rome. That is really hot. Yeah. The ball flies there, so even more difficult there. Yeah. Well, against Chingotto and Galán is also really tough, but I think that there's no doubt about it. If you do a lob to Chingotto, at least the point won't finish on their one, I think. It's tough too, but there's like a small way to go at least. But they are both teams, those two first teams are really tough to play against.
Yeah, but that's why we cannot talk about the other, so the third team, Lebron, and the fourth team, Young Cocky, because we didn't play them yet already, but for sure they are really complicated. But sometimes Tapia and Coelho makes you feel that maybe it's not our sport.
Says a top 20 team, a top 20 team in the world, one of the best 20 teams in the world.
No, but and we played again. We trained a few times with Arturo. And I think it's maybe one of the players that really puts you a lot of pressure. So it's really tough to play against him because there's like no way to escape. I think probably for me, the player I have in front of me, probably the tougher one I have. I think.
Yeah, for me the same.
Is-
For me the same.
Because he's too big, he's too aggressive, so yeah.
Well, Miguel, I was just asking you because Nuno said he has so much pressure when he has to hit and Coelho's at the net. But for you, who's on the cross court side, can you just tell me what that's like when he's at the net? Where do you go with the ball? Because I do not know.
Yeah, I think more than his height. Height?
Yeah,
Right, see.
Height. I think his capacity to anticipate things and to predict what I'm going to do. So I think he's a genius looking at the opponents. In this case, looking at me. And by the way I'm preparing a shot, I think he can predict what I'm going to do. So if you watch him play, you sometimes you watch Arturo playing at the middle of the court, like in a dead zone, but he's blocking everything, and I guess he is there because his capacity of read the game and to read out my shots are
Impressive.
insane impressive. So yeah, and of course he's so big. He's a lefty, so by being a lefty, it's an issue for me and for I think everyone. And yeah, and he volleys so well. He smashes from everywhere on the court. Defending, I don't know. I think people don't talk about like the defensive style of Arturo, but he's so good defending. He's so good defending. Like everyone's talking about Chingotto defending or Nenno defending. Coelho is so good defending because it's like powerful shots from the baseline. The return of Arturo, it's really impressive. Like I said, always with a good intention, with a good purpose, and yeah, I think Arturo is so complete. Yeah.
People don't talk a lot about that because he doesn't spend that much time in his defense because he's always rushing to go to the front. But the time he spends in the defending, the time he spends defending, he does it really well. So I think it's really effectiveness is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Then what about Tapia? What makes him so tough? Because that's his partner. What's tough about it? Because if you want to avoid Arturo, you're going to Tapia.
Yeah, the problem is that we're talking about Arturo saying he's really, really good, and if you look at it to the other side of the court, it's the same. They are also really good. He's also really good. Tapia does everything well. I think he can do whatever he thinks about it, whatever he wants, he can do it.
And it's more the imprevisibility of the shots. So with the same preparation of a shot, you can do everything. So we are always at the net, but
we don't know what's coming there.
yeah, we don't know what's coming. Yeah, like it's so difficult to read.
We only know what's coming when you do a lob, but you know that it's coming a smash that you won't reach. That's the only thing you know. The rest of the shots you don't know.
Is it hard to read because you don't know what he's gonna like, what the next shot will be, or because he disguises it really well? Like what is it about it that's unreadable?
Yeah.
I think it's both. And even when they don't, I say disguise.
Yeah, disguise. Yeah, like he hit. Yeah.
Disguise. Even when he doesn't disguise, it's still a really good shot. Even if you predict what he's doing, it's still difficult to cover. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really difficult to cover. Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
No. It's just that it's the they feel us. They feel no. Sorry. They makes me feel that I don't have space to play.
But you said Arturo suffocates you more. Like he makes you feel like he adds a lot of pressure. Does Tapia also do the same thing? Because sometimes Tapia's in the back and Arturo goes to rush the net. So, but do you also feel that from Tapia?
No, Arturo makes more pressure at the net because it's a little. I think he's a step forward than Tapia. He's bigger. He's covering all the court. So maybe Tapia does a little bit less pressure, but it's still
less powerful shots, maybe.
Yeah.
But maybe more magic, more unpredictable, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
maybe we have more space to do like a Chiquita to Tapia.
Yeah.
Than to Arturo. I think he will predict it faster and cover it and maybe win the point. but it's still tough to.
We feel you guys. We feel you guys.
No, we don't. I don't think we do.
No, we don't feel it. But we can understand. It's a tall task. It's a tall task. But you guys keep cracking at it.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that's why we feel that okay, right now we are 37 in the world, so maybe team number
19,
18,
something.
19. So we have a lot of teams to look up,
Yeah.
and we will look at Coello Tapia later.
Yeah.
Yes, nice,
True,
nice.
true.
But you guys have taken down guys that are higher ranked than you, so I think the ranking is only going to come. I can't wait to see where you guys are at the end of the season. But
Let's see.
no, we're going to be cheering for you guys. So we believe. Keep believing because we believe. Well, the next thing
we will.
Yeah, we wanted to ask you guys because I think one of the coolest, remember before we started this, you guys were talking about how paddle is exploding everywhere. And I think the biggest superstar and one of the biggest role models we have in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo. And then in Riyadh, when he was watching you guys and cheering you guys on, can you guys just explain to us how cool that was? How cool that was for you?
It's like I think we still have goosebumps talking about it. Yeah. It was I think it was a dream week in our lives. I think a week that we won't forget. For sure.
Yeah.
It was, I think it was a dream. Everything we experienced that week was crazy. Had the opportunity to play with him, to chat with him, to play in a different city, and then have Cristiano watch 3 times our matches in 3 different days.
Awesome.
Amazing.
It was crazy. It was crazy. And actually we did like our best result, one of our best results so far.
Yeah.
By that time it was our best result ever. And and doing a good record, a good result, and having Cristiano there was just madness. It was incredible.
Yeah. So we are Portuguese. So
Yeah.
He's our hero, our idol. Since
ever.
Since our childhood. So watching him on the TV every weekend playing.
A role model as
role
sports.
model. Not only on sport, but the way he look at life and discipline and routines and everything. So yeah, having him at the stands supporting us, cheering a lot, like with a lot of energy,
Emotion,
cheering
Passion.
for us,
Yeah.
a lot of passion. Yeah, he really wanted us to win that match, those matches. So it was an honor for us for sure. I think we have some of the best photos of our life,
Yeah.
like with
I'm-
him on the stands, and amazing videos for sure. Yeah, it was amazing.
I can't lie. Sometimes I went to my gallery to see some photos, and I went back to Riyadh and stuff, watching the.
Just hearing you guys tell the story, I got goosebumps. So I can't
that's
imagine what
crazy.
it's like. Yeah, but
We have a lot of great memories from that week. A lot of amazing experience. It was crazy.
Yeah. And
Can't wait to be back to Riyadh.
Yes.
I know he's staying there more time, so can't wait to be back there next year. And
but
see what we can do next year.
but you guys said you played with him. How's his paddle game?
He's good. He's good.
Because you can
And
imagine
I'm
he's
not
very
saying he's good.
competitive.
No,
No,
of
for
course,
sure,
of
right.
course, he's competitive.
Yeah.
But that
And,
you already know, yeah.
That you already know.
Yeah.
But no, he's really good, and he really likes paddle. He plays a lot, and if he feels he's bad, he's training so much until he gets better. It's mentality. It's Cristiano mentality.
Yeah.
And but he really enjoys the sport, and I think it's amazing for all of us to have such a person like him enjoying, and a role model, and enjoying and developing and putting paddle in different places.
Yeah, so we played with him in October last year
Yeah.
In Portugal,
in Portugal, and then we played with him in February this year. So
5 months passed by.
5 years different, months difference.
Yeah.
And he
Improved a lot.
Improved a lot. We noticed.
Wow.
Well,
We noticed. Yeah.
How's his glass
so-
game? The wall game. How's his wall game in the corners?
No, he's good. He's good because he's a patience guy. He's a patient guy playing paddle. Actually, we are really aggressive, but he's patient. He thinks a lot about the tactics. It's fun to see.
Yeah.
And
it's the kind of player that Nuno was playing with him and was coaching a little bit, and
Yeah.
of course, and giving some advices, some tips. And in the next point, Cristiano was trying to do the exact thing that Nuno said to him.
It's like, I don't know, because it's a coachable, it's a really easy coachable person. I don't know if it's the right correction to say, but if you tell him something, the next point he does it.
Or at least tries.
He tries and he understands and okay, I got it, and he does it right away. So that's why he's so good.
Man,
Probably doing everything.
I love Cristiano. I love Cristiano.
Yeah,
It's Yusuf's favorite player.
and physically is crazy. When he jumps, it jumps. It stays in the air 1 hour, and no, it's amazing. I remember I still have the image of one of the last points we did in our match. I think it was the match point or something. That I don't know, Miguel and the other guy did like a lob, a short lob, and Cristiano was almost in the line. And he jumped in the line. He smashed the ball per four, like in the back of the court, and he landed in the net. It was like he flying all over the court. It's amazing. The height of his jump is.
It's crazy. Also, he's like, as he gets older, that physicality is still there. It's unbelievable.
He's 40. He's 40 years old and he's still
amazing. And you see the coordination of his footwork, the reactions, really good.
And people want him to retire, like ridiculous.
I don't want.
He will never retire. That's a person that will never retire. He will always stay in sport.
He's a
Knock on wood,
legend.
we hope.
But has that relationship grown off the court? Like you guys played a few times. Since the first time you guys met him till like now, how's that relationship like? Is he like mentoring you guys in a way?
Yes, I guess he watches he watch our matches. I think he follows us on the circuit. He actually sponsors us with
one of his brands. Yeah,
one of his
nice.
brands,
Nice.
like recovering.
It's called Ava CR7. CR7.
Awesome.
So like recovery boots, everything for us to recover.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Actually, we have here. We always
Travel with some of the
travel,
products.
we bring their products just to help us recovering. And so we have a good relationship. I won't lie to you. I don't speak with him all the days, all the weeks for sure. Of course. Actually, we don't see him since Riyadh.
Since Riyadh, yeah.
But it's a good relationship, yeah.
That'd be so.
And
beautiful.
we know that he watches the matches because his friends. We sometimes we talk more with his friends, and we know he loves paddle. He watches Premier Padel. He watches all the matches when he can. But it's nice to know that sometimes we're playing and maybe Cristiano is watching.
That's so cool.
Do you feel more pressure when
is one of your
Cristiano?
big supporters.
Sorry, Yusuf. Say
What?
Go ahead.
No, I said you guys have the GOAT as one of your biggest supporters. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I was gonna ask if you
Sick.
feel pressure when you know, like when you think about that he's watching you.
Now, if he's watching on TV, I don't feel pressure because I don't know if he's watching or not.
Yeah.
But I can't lie. In Riyadh, our first match that we played, I think it was the last round of qualis that he watched the match, and he was right
Wow.
there. And that was
the first time.
That was the first time, so I felt a little pressure. I can't lie. I won't lie. But in the end, winning was crazy. Then the other way was even better, winning with him there. But
Iconic.
I don't know. Hopefully, maybe I want to think that he put more pressure on the other guys, and we beat them because the guys had a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
sure.
Because
Having
Cristiano's
Christi-
rooting against you.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine.
Yeah, rooting against them. Yeah, so maybe having Cristiano cheering against you, it's good. Better for us.
In that tournament, did you guys play against Garrido?
Sorry?
Did you guys play against Garrido in Riyadh? I don't remember exactly. Did you guys play against Garrido?
No, in Riyadh we lost against Chingotto and Galán.
Okay, because I don't know, because I remember Garrido posted something. He's like, "You were cheering against me in my match, but I still love you." So I'm like, "Oh, did he play?" Then I forgot. But
No. I don't know.
No.
No, maybe because he was there watching another match. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but we didn't play against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played against Javi Garcia, Javi Barahona.
Amazing players.
That was the match you watched.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Did Cristiano give you guys any particular pieces of advice?
He told us a lot of stories, I guess.
He talked a lot about recovering stuff.
Yeah.
He's crazy about recovering materials, stuff, skills, everything. That's why he's still in the shape he is, because all
Yeah.
the things he can do to be in better shape, he does it. I think he talked with us a lot about it.
In terms of advices, I don't know. I think following his career from 20 years ago, it taught us a lot of things. So I think we were just enjoying the moment of being with him.
Yeah.
And of course, he told us a lot of stories about his career. And that I think a lot of moments that we won't forget for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So special, very special. Then, guys, if we can just transition here to the evolution of paddle we talked about in the beginning a bit, but you know, because you guys still do sometimes play FIP tournaments and Premier, and obviously most of the time Premier Padel tournaments. Can you tell us the difference you guys see between when you play the FIPs and the Premier Padel ones?
The conditions. The playing in Premier Padel, you play in bigger stadiums. You have a lot of people watching the matches, cheering.
The level of organization is
The level,
completely different.
yeah, no, there's no doubt about it. The hotels, the food, the transfers, the venues, everything. Well, but I think it's part of the circuit. We already knew that from tennis. It was the same. When you are starting in the professional circuit, you have the first tournament. You play international tournaments with prize money and points and really different level, really difficult level. But you don't have such good conditions. Then you reach the ATP tour, and it's amazing tournaments. A lot of people, big stadiums. I think here it's almost the same.
Yeah.
But right now it's good to be on this part of the circuit, enjoying the good venues, the good tournaments. Remember really well the first time last year we played the first Premier Padel. It was Malaga together.
It was Malaga, yeah, together.
And
yeah.
when we came together to tournament, we said, "Oh, this is a big stadium. This is the life we want. This is the place we want to be."
Yes.
And yeah, but
how about
in
the
in the other
players?
hand, right now,
The players from the
in
players.
the other hand, right now,
Yeah, go on. No, go ahead.
so,
go ahead.
so in the other hand, right now, some
Yeah.
of the FIP tournaments are
Yeah.
really, really good. The FIP tournaments
Yeah.
are getting better. I think they're trying to push a little bit more and do great tournaments, find better venues, building some great stadiums, so that the FIP tournaments have also something relatable to this. It's impossible to compare to Premier Padel, but I think there's a few FIP tournaments that are really nice to play.
Yeah, we had two good experience in this year in Portugal, playing an FIP in Paredes and then an FIP in Leiria. And
yeah.
it was they rented a little stadium, not a stadium.
Yeah, but the guy pavilion, arena.
A little arena.
Yeah.
But they put a lot of people there
Not
watching.
that little. It wasn't that little. The one in Paris is not that little. I think.
Yeah, it's
you can
still
put
like-
a lot of people there.
But
the
you put
thing is that
1,500 people there.
it's a lot of people
Yeah,
still
it's
watching.
That's a lot.
Yes,
That's a lot.
That's
No, and it was.
and it was completely full.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
packed. So
amazing.
it's nice to see that
And they're all
even
cheering
FIP
you.
tournaments have a lot of fun. Yeah, in
Yeah, in
Portugal.
Portugal,
That was good.
But we lost both finals, so yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, but
Hard
we
luck.
also played in different countries. We played in Belgium. They also had a really nice stadium.
Yeah.
We played did we play more? I don't remember every tournament. But yeah.
What's your favorite venue then?
It's-
What's your favorite tournament that you've played so far?
Portugal was really nice.
Okay.
Playing in Portugal, that tournament in Paredes is really
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, it was.
There's a lot of people cheering, so I can't lie, it's special.
Uh-huh.
Um,
In terms of Premier Padel, maybe.
I enjoyed a lot playing last year in Paris because it was the venue of Roland Garros
Yeah.
for us
Yeah.
as a
Iconic.
ex former tennis player.
Yeah.
It was special to
Yeah.
play there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the results weren't that good. Hopefully, next week when we are there again, we can do it
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
But the venue to play in Roland Garros was crazy. But I don't know.
And there was a lot of tournaments like really special for us. Malaga were really special for us because it was our first Premier Padel together. Madrid was really special for us because it was our first victory in a main draw.
First win.
So then we played second round in center court against Paquito. So it was a really amazing experience. So, like I said before, that every week is like new experience for us. So it's everything's so new for us week by week. Yes, I love to play in Mexico like last year. I love to play in Rome. Rome for us, it's really amazing for us because of tennis as well, because of the venue on the Foro Italico.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, playing in Argentina, it's amazing because of the people.
The crowd.
The crowd are amazing. So it's really difficult to say this tournament was
My favorite.
my favorite one. When we have a Premier Padel in Portugal, for sure it will be the
Yeah, I'm dreaming for a tournament in Portugal. I think it will be special for us, of course. No, but it's been the journey. I think what we are enjoying more is the journey is being really fun. Because we are having amazing experience every week. So
Yeah.
we're just enjoying a lot. We're not happy with it. We want more, and I think more is coming. More things are evolving, developing Portugal. We won that tournament. Hopefully, in the future, in a long way, there will be Olympic Games. So I
Yes.
think we still have a long things we want to experience, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far.
Indeed.
Awesome. I do need to ask you guys: is New Giza P2 on the calendar? Are you guys coming?
It's in the calendar, but we're still thinking about it because it's so many weeks in a row. We don't know. We still don't know because we played the European Championships the week before.
Yeah.
And so it's everything in a row.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, if you guys
We
plan
can
on coming,
promise.
come on.
We can promise.
We'll,
can
we'll,
promise.
we'll give you guys. We'll show you guys a good time. If you come, we'll show you a good time.
Yeah, you gotta come.
You have to
You
come.
gotta come.
No, for sure it'll be fun. I've never been in Egypt, so it's always nice for me to go to a new place, to a different country. So I would have fun for sure. If I don't go, it's because we really decide it's not the best decision for
Yeah.
the rest of the year or
Plan
whatever.
for the calendar. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weeks in a row, so it's tough to manage everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, of course. Makes sense. Makes sense. But is that like most players are thinking that too? Just so we can know, is New Giza probably not on on the calendar for everyone, for most of the top guys? Like, do you have any idea if other players are thinking, oh, we're not gonna go or not? No.
I don't know because we are in a special condition because of the European Padel Championships.
Yeah.
So if you think about other players, eight Spanish players will play the European Championships.
Yeah.
But then it's just the French guys, the Italian guys, and maybe other nationalities, but they don't play on the Premier Padel. So
Yeah.
I guess almost everyone will play in New Giza for sure.
Yeah.
There's no, we have that. Not a problem. It's a
No, it's a blessing. It's a
honor
blessing.
for us to
It's a
represent. Yeah, to represent Portugal.
Yeah.
And if you see we see the calendar, we have to make decisions, and sometimes if we need to avoid the tournament, it's better to avoid a P2 instead of a P1 or a major for sure. We have to see. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, you guys, obviously you practice with younger players and you practice with older players. Are you seeing anything different from the younger players that you guys are practicing with during your training?
Maybe the mentality, I guess. I guess the younger generations nowadays
Are lazy.
are lazy. Yeah.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
Oh my God, Nuno.
No, but
But it's true.
That's reality.
It's the truth. I think they are lazy and they want to succeed really fast.
Yeah.
They want success really fast.
Yeah.
And people. But I don't know if it's on sport or if it's in life. People want
Life in general. Yeah.
people want everything really fast.
Yeah.
And right now you can have things faster in all sorts of way in your life.
Yeah.
But in sports, things take a while. You have to see the big picture, not wanting the results the next week. And I think the younger kids when they train, they get frustrated really fast. Sometimes they have some results and they think they are the best in the world, and they want everything for the week after. But yeah, you think you have to train, you have to be patient, you have to suffer a little bit, work
Suffer
a lot,
suffer
work
a lot. Yeah.
yeah, work a lot, suffer a lot, and then when you are older, maybe you can um, have your gains, have your success. But yeah, I don't know. We are feeling this, and we discuss about this a lot of
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
But I think that's good news for you guys because the younger generation, if they don't want to put in the work, you're going to continue to beat them, I guess.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
on the other hand, they are.
For now, to play against us is nice. But thinking about the future, for the future of Padel, for the
Yeah,
future
yeah,
of sport,
of course.
future of Portugal,
Yeah.
it's sad. It's sad if we don't see people like now. These guys will be good. These guys have the mentality. These guys can go further.
Yeah.
It's sad to see that. Well, maybe they
Yeah,
want
but
to see that as
because
much as we
it
want.
reaches a point that everyone in paddle knows how to play. Everyone knows how to do a bandeja, smash, a volley.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the good the right mentality, it's impossible for you to succeed. So that's why that's what we are talking about. The mentality to go to practice, to suffer. Yeah,
To do the extra. To do the
to
extra.
do the extra, to have discipline, the right routines, and I think they need to suffer more.
Because good players, there will always be good players, but to be the best in the world, you have to have the little extra. You have to do different things, that extra mile that sometimes people don't want to do, I think.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well said. Well
I
said.
love it. All right, you guys, this is a very nice point. You guys were just talking about Nuno and Miguel about the seriousness of young players. A lot of young players, up and coming players, are probably watching us right now, and a lot of people think they can become pro, and a lot of people want to know, what does it take to become a professional padel player? So can you talk us through it?
Yeah, so they have to practice a lot, but when they reach like 18 years old, 19 years old, like the first ages of becoming like a professional, I guess they need to have a project. They need to play with their partners for, I don't know, maybe at least 6 months, for a while, 1 year. I think 1 year is the minimum. But yeah, I don't think changing partners in 2-3 weeks it's the way to do it. But yeah, they need to have good mentality. They have to be surrounded by a good team, good coaches, physical coach, mental coach. Everything counts. And yeah, they have to have the know-how how to practice, how to train. It's not just getting into the court and hitting balls, and that's not enough. So you need to have purpose on your training. You need to have intention on what are you doing, and yeah, you have to have a plan with the coaches. So that's how we do it. I don't know if we do it at the perfect way, but at least we try. We trust a lot on our coaches. We have a plan. We have everything. We think about it with everything. So the physical training, the technical training, and yeah, we trust a lot on our coaches. So that's our advice, I guess.
You have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. You have to train a lot. Don't make excuses. Listen to your coaches. Listen to your coaches. You especially the younger kids. Listen to your coaches. They are the guys who know what to do and to guide you. As possible, surround yourself with good coaches, as Miguel said, and put a lot of hours on it. Not just hours, but hours with the goal, and also try to be happy and have fun while doing all of this. Because if you're doing this and not having fun at all, I think it won't work out. But yeah, you have to suffer sometimes. You have to get frustrated sometimes, but wake up the next day and try to do it better. And yeah, train and don't expect the results the week after. I think it's important to see it in the big picture, zoom out a little bit, and wait for the results later. Because if you do the things correctly, they will come.
And I think we are noticing a lot of in younger generations. They think a lot about winning tournaments when you are like 14 years old or 15 years old. That doesn't matter at all. In that age, you have to be worried about practicing, about being happy practicing, and the influence of the parents are really important as well. So I think parents needs to they need to trust on the coaches of his children. Let the coaches do their job. Don't rush too much on your children, and then the kids. Yes, the kids are they have to be worried about practicing, improving their game. That's
The main goal.
yeah, that's the main goal. It doesn't matter at all to win tournaments when you are 13 years old or 14 years old. We in tennis we were not so good on those ages. So yeah, I think that's it.
That's fantastic. I think there's so much to unpack there. But maybe let's start here, just to rewind. So you guys, what does a week of training look like for you? And what type of intentions and goals are you going into each week and maybe each day?
Well, it depends a little bit on the
A lot.
a lot. It depends a lot on the time of the season. If we're talking about the pre-season, like January and beginning of February,
Yeah.
we train every day. Maybe two sessions of paddle a day, plus one session of physical conditioning. And those weeks are
How,
really
how
intense.
long? How long is each session? It's
Maybe 1.5 hours to 2 hours of paddle. One in the morning, then 1 hour of physical conditioning, and then again in the afternoon, again 1.5 hours or 2 hours of paddle. That's during the pre-season. I think we do it almost every day.
Every day. Yeah.
And then during the year, it always depends on the tournaments. We always try to, also in communication with our coaches, try to plan the best we can. But if we have really a lot of weeks in a row, we don't have that much time to train. Unfortunately, that's a pain for our coaches. They always try to say, no, you have to train more. We have to spend more time inside the court, not just playing. So we always, it's not like a really strict thing. We are always adapting a little bit. But if we have more days to train, we try to put double session a day. Sometimes it's just one session in the morning. It always depends a lot on the tournament.
And it's depending also on what we need. So we have a really good influence about by our coach. One of our coach is like he likes to be called the performance coach or expertise coach.
I think he likes the performance coach name.
He came from volleyball, and volleyball it's a sport really based on stats, just stats.
Statistics, yeah.
Statistics. So our coach is always analyzing our matches, taking some notes, and trying to define the plan for the week for our trainings by watching our matches. So that's what we need to improve. So if I missed 5 forehands or 5 returns or whatever, we need to practice on that. So we love his influence and the way he looks at the sport, because paddle is always at the same time the really statistic sport. I think it's it.
Yeah, but the main thing is like try to guide your trainings based on what we did in our matches. So I think that's the main thing, and then plan the physical conditioning depending on the weeks. fortunately, as we said, we are surrounded with really good people. Really, we have a really good team, and we trust them a lot. So we don't have to think that much about it. And when we came back, we talked with them, and they planned the week, and we trust them, and we just keep to it. We do everything they say.
They say, yeah.
And then we expect to be ready in the matches. But yeah.
That's really interesting. It's really interesting to see the influence of a volleyball coach, but applying his insights to paddle and helping you
It's
guys
fun.
improve.
He's a guy from sports
Yeah.
for life. The last years he dedicated a lot in paddle. So right now he's not anymore in volleyball. He's just on paddle right now. So he learned a lot.
And he played a lot of beach volleyball, and beach volleyball it's played two
yeah.
against two.
Yeah.
So
Very point.
like the dynamics are
Similar in a way.
similar to paddle. So like the connection of the team and
Yeah, it was a good match. It was a
Yeah.
good match with us.
That's so
But
interesting.
yeah,
That's
but
so cool.
and he's also our physical coach
Yeah.
and yeah, we are
he's not our paddle coach. He's our physical coach and performance coach. But the team, it's everyone is communicating, and it's really
yeah. And I guess
Nice.
we are physically good.
yeah. We try.
I think so.
So
So how many
You
guys?
guys
How
look
many
good.
guys do you have in your team though?
Uh-huh.
How many guys-
No, we have our paddle coach that we train with in Lisbon in Oeiras right now.
Is he
Um,
Portuguese?
He's Portuguese. He called
Yeah.
João Barros. It's our coach in Portugal. Then we have this guy we are talking about. He's called Paulo Caldeira. It's our performance coach, physical conditioning coach, mental coach. He has a lot of jobs in our team. And then we have a physiotherapist that to help us a lot too. And then when we travel to the tournaments, we try to bring a coach with us. Unfortunately, we can't bring that Paulo coach João Barros a lot with us. We try to bring another coach. Right now, here in Madrid, we are with Gervásio.
Gervásio Dalbonovich.
It's the national team coach, and sometimes we have we are able to do some weeks with him, and it's really good for us.
Yeah, because he's a guy with more than 30 years of experience. He's Brazilian.
He lives in Brazil.
and
That's why we don't train with him every time, because he lives in Brazil.
Yeah, but he teaches
A lot.
a lot of things.
The main team is fully Portuguese, correct?
No, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everything is.
That's-
Everyone is Portuguese.
So we have to show to the younger generations in Portugal that we are able to do things in Portugal. So
Yeah.
there's no need to go to Madrid or to Spain or to other countries to practice. We need to start building things in Portugal. So
That's amazing.
Yeah, we
Love
get
to hear this.
That's
we get
Love
that
that.
question
Love that,
a lot.
Miguel.
We get the question a lot. Why don't we go to Madrid? Why don't we go to whatever? And say no. We are in Portugal, in Lisbon. We are doing it well. So I think if we are doing that,
sometimes we go.
yeah, we go.
Sometimes we go to Madrid, to Valladolid, to
To
whatever.
learn a bit more and to train with
Of course.
different guys, or Arturo or whatever. But I think we can. Our base is in Portugal, and we will keep with that. And I think
Awesome.
it's
That's
so far
fantastic.
so far so good.
So far, so good. Yeah.
We
That's
love that.
fantastic.
We love that. We love that.
So does that mean you have enough paddle players that you can practice with there that can keep you guys in tip-top shape there?
Yeah, of course,
yeah.
I think we have a good national team of Portugal, and we train with a lot of players from the national team in our club. So yeah, we can do it. And if you have goals, you can work on what
Yeah, if you
what to
have
do.
training goals, you don't need to practice with Chingotto and Galán every day of the
To
week.
get better,
So,
We have a lot of things to get better. So
yeah.
if we train with
Amazing.
that purpose, I think it's possible.
amazing.
Then can you give us all an example of like, all right, what are Miguel and Nuno's training goals today? Like, what does that mean? I think maybe
Lob,
some players
lob.
don't know.
How to do a lob.
Wow.
Yeah, so we need to improve technically a lot of things. For example, the lob. yeah, but then we have to put the lob into real situations of the match. So we, I don't know, we can invite another team to practice with us, and maybe we are there an hour and a half, like defending all the time, and trying to do some lobs. Of course, we will not do lobs the whole training, but we need to maybe play three, four balls just flat, and then choose choose the right time to do the lob, and then the lob needs to be perfect. And yeah, that's a really basic example, but yeah, that's
It depends. Sometimes working on the lob return, or just return with a Chiquita, and something that didn't work out really well in the previous match or wherever. Then we discussed that with our coaches, and we try to do it in the training week after.
I love this.
Maybe do lobs. Maybe it can be the I don't know the term in English, back off wall. I don't know, something like
Yeah,
that.
back wall.
It doesn't matter. The situation, we try to reproduce that situation in the practice, in the trainings, and yeah, work on it.
yeah. Or sometimes we can have like a practice session that when I'm returning, I can do a high ball for the backhand volley of my
The player you have in your front.
yeah, the player I have on my front. But at the same time, I can hit a really powerful return to the middle. So maybe having two, three options, and then trying to choose the best shot to take. So yeah, we need to practice a lot of things. So it's really easy to to plan our trainings.
That's fantastic. This is so interesting. I think people are really enjoying you. See that top level professionals are focusing on some really, basic things that they're trying to improve, even at your level. I think it's important for people to realize.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's important to know that we still feel that we have a lot of things to improve. A lot of things. Every time we lose a match, or even when we win a match, we get out of the court and think, nah, next week I have this thing, this thing, this thing. I have to work on it because I can do it way better, and that will make me even better.
yeah. I
Amazing.
will not I will not practice my drop shot like getting the ball out of the court
That's
with
I think that's stupid.
out of no the door.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exits.
Yeah.
No, I can practice that. It is like a fun practice, but for me, I will not get better because of the drop shot for sure. So we need to yeah, we need to focus on the basics for sure.
That's fantastic. I want to ask you guys about your mental coach, who's your sports performance coach, because I really like what you mentioned, saying he's coming from beach volleyball, where it's in pairs. The dynamic is twos.
Uh-huh.
Can you talk to us a little bit about, all right, what insights is he telling you? Is he sharing with you? Maybe what areas have you improved in, and what you're still looking to improve? This is certainly super interesting to learn.
Um, so the connection between us. So as we said before, I think I am the less relaxed on the
Yeah.
team. So yeah, he helped us with some kind of ways for me to breathe and to take things more easily. Sometimes it's not possible, but yeah, some kind of ways to have a good connection, to trust on my brother, and for him to trust on me. And sometimes on the matches too, sometimes I I'm having a better day. Nuno is having a worse day, and but we try to complement each other. The next day, Nuno is having a great day, and I'm having a bad day, but we try to complement the same. So we basically things to be better on court and to have good connection, and yeah, I think that's much like this.
Improving our communication, sometimes having some como é que se diz jogada? Não sei, some plays. I don't
Plays.
know.
Role playing?
yeah, when you like you predict you before the point, you predict some kind of play. I don't know the name you can do it like the way you're going to play the point, like as
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
uh,
Visualizing the point, visualizing it in a way.
no, but they have like a
A
specific
plan.
way of
A
playing,
plan.
like
A plan.
a plan. Yeah, kind of a plan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
one type of play.
Type of play,
Type
yeah.
of play. Is it possible? I don't
Types
know.
of play.
Like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
serving there
Yeah.
and you're doing this, like
Yeah, yeah,
A
yeah.
our thing.
scenario, maybe
No,
a
but
scenario.
yeah, 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 something like that. There's yeah a lot of ways, but I think the main thing we have to do, despite we are brothers, we have to improve our communication. That's weird
I
because
think so.
we
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Us too.
I think we sometimes we think that we know everything about each other and we don't have to communicate, but yeah, we have to communicate more. And I think he works a lot on it. And yeah, and there's a lot of things, and we love working with him, and I think he's helping us a lot.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Is there something also so that's I guess on the partnership level. What about at the mental level? You talked about him helping you also from a mental perspective.
Yeah.
What are you guys
I
working
think
on
I
there?
think it's the same because we have been playing for 7 8 years. Of course, it wasn't all a bed of roses. So I think we had our worst times, and he helped us a lot not to quit, just to understand what's our um, good advantages of playing together, trying to realize that we can work on the bad things and make it better, try to communicate, try to define goals. I think it's all the mental thing. It's not like a really mental coach, but it's more a
Performance,
performance. I think
expertise.
yeah,
He
he
helps us in a lot of
prefers
ways.
that, and well, I think something he did well because I think we passed those bad times, and right now we are succeeding a little bit more. So yeah, I think we
We are really grateful. Yeah.
yeah,
It
very
definitely
soon.
it's definitely looking good for you guys. And a lot of people are asking, all right, how can you work on becoming a better paddle partner? Like, how can you work on that? Is there something that you can do or that you can advise, maybe that you've learned that you can share, like, on what you can do to become a better partner?
I don't know, but Miguel has to learn that.
I have to learn, but Nuno is the better partner, so he can speak.
Uh, oh, I don't know. I think
I'm really intense playing, and yeah, sometimes I'm angry with Nuno, but sometimes I'm looking angry, but I'm angry with my decision or with my
Yeah.
shot. Or imagine I did a bad return and the opponent did a great volley to Nuno and Nuno missed the shot, and then I became angry. But I'm angry because of my shot, not of his bad defending.
Yeah.
Uh, Sometimes there's other times that I'm angry because Nuno missed the ball, but yeah, I need to improve. But yeah,
I think it depends on the kind of person. I think it's a thing of yourself.
Yeah.
More like I'm always more relaxed. I always think that okay, he did the best he could. I did the best I could. I'm more I'm more open to everything. But well, it is what it is, and I think uh, if
But that.
if you still trust,
yeah, and I think it's good to have different personalities in the court, I
Yes.
guess.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. It's a good balance. It's a balance. You need this and you need that.
The yin and the
yeah,
yang.
you have to.
Yeah.
And communicate, yeah. But the thing is that sometimes we get angry with each other because I know he's angry with me. Then I get angry because he shouldn't be angry with me. And then we don't communicate. And then, yeah, that's the main issue is that sometimes we should communicate more.
Yeah.
Um, and well, I don't know. Maybe in court, really related to paddle to things. Uh, I think one thing you have to improve is like the communication, talking about what's happening on the other side. It's really tough for us. Maybe because in tennis we didn't speak that much about what was happening on the other side. Like
Yeah.
the right play came, right play in the back. I think is not our best thing to
Best thing, yeah,
communicate.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we still have a long way to go, but we know what to do, what to improve on.
Yeah, things to improve. Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice, very nice. One more question about your training, guys. You haven't been playing for such a long time, as you mentioned. So, what has been the difference in your training from when you first started? Transitioning to becoming pro, and kind of now, of course, you're practicing a lot. You're training intensively. What was the difference in the beginning? Like, the way you had to train, was it different, and did it have to be that way, or not?
Yeah, of course, on the beginning it was like all new things, defending with the walls,
Spending hours inside the court.
just because every training on the beginning was good for us because we need to hit as many balls as we can. We need to defend as many side glasses ball as we can, back glasses, turning.
I don't know.
I don't know what to say.
Rotating.
Rotating.
Like
and
double glass rotating.
when the ball hits the side glass, the back glass, and I have to. So
Yeah.
every practice was useful for us. Practicing vibras, practicing bandejas, everything. Right now it's way more specific.
And it's more relatable about what we were talking about, that what we see from our matches and then focus the train on it.
Yeah.
So having specific situations and try to reproduce those situations and improve on that. And sometimes
I think at the beginning we were learning about the technique, and now we are learning about the game.
tactics,
like this.
the game, trying to understand, study the players and try to understand with these guys this will work out. So train this week. I think you have more specific goals
Right now.
to guide our trainings right now.
Like I want to ask you guys then, talk about Portugal. Kind of like, since you guys you made history and you took Portugal, you put it on the map in a very very high way, I would say. So how would you describe the development of Portugal's, like the Padel Portugal, since you guys started? Like, what's the development so far?
I think it's not fair to talk about just
yes.
us. Yeah, because we have Sofia Araújo is number 7 in the world.
True.
It's our model right now. We have Ana Catarina Nogueira, which right now I think it's maybe at the same ranking as us,
Around
maybe
30, 40,
30,
something
30,
like
40. But she was 6 in the world like 5 years ago. So in World Padel Tour. So I think they put Portugal on the map, and right now Sofia is number 7 in the world. So she's our model.
She's still the reference for
Yeah,
Portuguese
she's still the
people.
reference.
Okay.
We are just starting. We will try to do our best and to reach
Okay.
their rankings, their titles, their everything.
Yeah.
I think it's not fair to talk about just us. Yeah.
Well, you're right. You're right on that one. Then can you talk about, like, how have you seen, like, the sport develop in Portugal since you guys started?
Yeah.
It's been crazy. I think
It's been crazy.
people said in the beginning, it's just a phase. Paddle came, and then it just I don't know. Makes it more. It just I don't know.
A trend.
Yeah,
Quick
just
trend.
a sport to be played like 2-3 years, and then
it's
everyone
done.
will forget about the sport.
No, I
that's
think
not the case.
it's really solid right now.
Yes,
I
it is.
think it's still growing. There's a lot of clubs, a lot of people. The courts are always full, and I think the last year, probably the last 2 years, since Premier Padel started streaming more on national TVs and everything, people are watching more paddle. People enjoy more, like more, recognizes more often. So it's been really fun to see how people react to what we are doing. And I think we just need a tournament in Portugal. I think it will be full of people. It will be packed. It will be really awesome. But it's been amazing. I think we are lucky to have been experiencing this journey and having fun while this develops so much. I think it's.
And I think we can say that, of course, football is the number 1 sport in Portugal. But I think we can say that padel it's becoming the second most practiced
Wow.
sport,
Yeah.
played sport.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's
It's
huge.
not the second most popular sport for sure, but
We're probably most played.
in terms of more people playing. I think paddle or maybe running, but okay. Paddle for sure. It's the second or third more played sport in Portugal for sure, because everyone plays. Women, men,
Young kids, older,
young kids,
old
older
people,
kids.
yeah, everyone.
Our parents play. They play.
They never played tennis. We played tennis 15 years. They never played tennis once. We are in paddle. They played paddle every day almost now.
Yeah, so
And they travel to all the tournaments with us. They are addicted
huge.
to this. Everyone is addicted
Everyone
to
is
paddle.
addicted. So yeah, it's huge.
It's something I can't explain why, but people get addicted really fast.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's when I'm with someone in Portugal, and if I even a stranger, if I say, "Did you play paddle at least once?" They always say yes. At least once someone played. It's really really rare to find someone that never played paddle at least once.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's why I think paddle is getting really really bigger in Portugal and in the world. So
Well,
Are you guys stars now in Portugal? Are you guys stars? Would you say?
I don't think we
I
are
don't think so,
stars.
because paddle is really social, and I think a lot of people play paddle, but they just don't follow the
No.
international circuit. So
Okay.
we need to improve on that. But yeah, we know that a lot of people support us, and we are really
Yeah.
thankful
And
for
follow us,
them,
yeah.
because the support is amazing. Is amazing.
We are not stars, but we won't lie. I think we are more recognized nowadays, and it's fun to see how people enjoys and follows paddle. It's really grateful.
Yeah.
for sure. It is awesome for us, at least.
Yeah.
Like, what then? How long do you guys think it's gonna take for other countries like to reach the powerhouse of Spain and Argentina? Like, how long do you think that's gonna take?
I don't know.
really
They have paddle for 40 years, 50 years. So in Portugal, I would say we have paddle for 10, 15 years. Yeah, but there's still a gap of 30 years. So I don't know how long do we need. I
Yeah,
think
so-
we won't need that much time, but more, at least 5, 10 years more than
I would say more.
yeah, at least. Minimum.
I would say 15, 20.
Yeah.
But that's for
I think-
that's for Portugal. But what about other countries for you? That we could you? How long do you think?
No, I guess no. Portugal maybe less.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, but the rest of Europe,
as
You
I
guys
said,
are bronze
yeah,
medalists at the World Cup. You're the
Come on.
yeah,
closest team.
and we have Sofia,
Yeah.
and she's in top 10 in the world. So
Yeah.
we are already there. Of course, with a lot less players for sure, but we are already there. For the other countries, I don't know. I think we benefit a lot because of the language. So the official language of paddle is Spanish, and for us as a Portuguese guys, we understand really well Spanish. So for all the coaches that the best coaches in the world are Spanish, are Argentinian.
Yeah.
It's it's really easy for us to understand them, to understand their advices, their tips, and I think we learn faster than other countries. For example, a guy from Denmark, to understand a Spanish coach, it's probably
will take longer.
will take longer. So maybe Portugal has a little bit of advantage on that. But yeah, it's a matter of time. As we say, we play good paddle because of tennis, and there's a lot of countries in the world with history in tennis. So there's a lot of amazing tennis players that can do the same as we did, switch to paddle, try to learn the game, and they will succeed for sure. So yeah, it's a matter of time.
But I think in 5 years there will be a big difference on the rankings. There's
Yeah,
a lot of countries coming. France, Italy, Sweden, they have a lot of good players. So and you already can see some of the players in the top 100. So it's not. I don't think it would take that much to have a different to have more nationalities in the top 100. I would say. Yeah, because these players, these countries, Sweden, Italy, France, they are really big. They invest more. They are bigger than Portugal, so they may have more people than Portugal, of course.
They have money.
They have money, more money than us.
A lot.
And the same thing will happen with different countries. So I don't know if it'd be 5, 10, 15 years, but yeah, there will be.
Of course, the top will always. I don't know always,
Always.
but the next 15 years will be Spain and Argentina and maybe some guys. But in terms of top 100, top 100, you will see a lot of nationalities for sure. Yeah.
In 5 years, there will be a huge difference.
Yes. Well, I appreciate your answer. And it's also quite humble because you're saying a lot of tennis players are just going to transition to paddle. Yeah. I think we need to give you guys more credit. It's not as easy as it looks because also paddle is a team sport. It needs some team skills. It needs some teamwork skills, sportsmanship skills.
Yeah. Tennis players do not have.
Tennis players are very individual.
Very selfish.
You know, you're alone on the court. You're not with a partner.
But you know what? But when I played tennis, I really enjoyed playing doubles. I was a better doubles player than a singles, I would say. And I really enjoy doubles. Maybe that's why now I'm in playing paddle. I always enjoyed a lot the thing of playing with a partner. But it's way different. Yeah, people think it's really easy to change from tennis to paddle. It's not that easy, of course. You have to put hours on it and effort and everything. But it is.
We saw recently. Remember Sarah Irani after she won Roland Garros, she went to play the P1 in Rome, and like you watch the match, like this is a Grand Slam champion, but it's not the same sport. She can do some things, but it's a lot to learn.
A lot to learn, and I mean that's why you liked Padel, Nuno, because you like doubles. I don't know if all tennis players enjoy doubles.
Well, Bublik does it.
Yeah.
The main goal is singles. I won't lie. My main goal was singles also, but I was better in doubles, so maybe that's why I enjoyed more.
Yeah, and you probably had the skills for doubles also.
Which is why he's also the calm one.
I always enjoyed that.
Miguel, did you love singles more than doubles?
I don't know. I don't think I can speak about tennis anymore because I ended my career so frustrated.
It's a different life.
So
yeah, me too.
I was so frustrated because I had a really defensive type of play. So I ended my career with a lot of problems in my forehand, a lot of confidence problems, and I struggled a lot inside the tennis court. Because, as I said, I was really defensive, and every time I step into the court, I knew that I will need more than 2 hours to win a match in third set, 7-6 on a turn, like battling, doing zero winners per match. So that was really frustrating for me. But yeah, at some time I guess I enjoyed playing doubles as well. So
thank God for paddle then.
We are enjoying more now in paddle.
We are enjoying more now.
And I guess that personality really matches the play style that you play now on the paddle court. So
but he plays aggressive.
No, mine no, because I feel like I'm really offensive in paddle, but
you are.
I was really the opposite. Yeah,
bring back the defensive style. I was always offensive in tennis. In paddle, I'm always offensive. So I'm keeping the same way.
No. That makes sense. But you need the patience. You need the patience that Miguel is talking about. You need to be that patient.
Yeah, but because you're talking about Miguel, you were defensive in tennis, and I remember the first time I watched the match when you guys were playing. You guys were jumping and smashing anything. Just jumping.
Their smashes are insane.
Jumping everywhere, just. Like, that's not a smash. And Miguel's jumping, and I'm going to smash this one. And Nuno, jumping off that Superman smash. I'm like, what's going on? Who are these guys smashing everything?
We had conversations so many times, me and Yusuf Ismail. Yeah. Like, Nuno's, like, your smash, I haven't seen anybody that generates power like you. Obviously, you're going to say Coello and Tapia and these crazy guys. But you generate so much power, and it looks so effortless. Like, how is he generating that much power? Like it's crazy, honestly. Like your smash is crazy, honestly.
Yeah, we don't have that much the defensive skill, but at least we brought the physical and the offensive. That will always be our best skill. Our best skill,
but that's true because when I was watching you guys, like honestly, the fitness you guys have is so impressive, and the way you're moving, I feel like you're so light on your feet, so fast. I think that's a superpower that you guys have, and like knock on wood, you guys continue to have. But it is really special to watch, because it's not only paddle. Like when we watch you guys play, I'm also watching the footwork, and I can see how light you guys are, and how high you can jump and moving. And these are the things that make paddle players great. And it's and watching you guys, I think for any young player, it's really important to watch you guys play, because the footwork and the fitness and just the mobility that you guys have is, I think it's some of the best there is on the paddle tour.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Cristiano's magic. That's a thing.
Yeah.
That's a Portuguese thing, huh? The jumping high, the being strong, fast. It's a thing.
It's our role model.
Yeah, special.
All right, guys, we'll jump into here one of our last segments together. We know we took a lot of your time, but let's jump into a quick fire segment. I'm going to give you some questions, and you can answer with any player, past or present, that comes into your mind.
Oof.
All right.
I can promise I'll be good on this one, because I'm not really good with names and players and everything, but I'll try my best. I'll try.
Right.
He's
No pressure.
way better.
No pressure.
He knows
No
everything.
pressure.
Well, okay.
All right, let's start off. Who do you think is the most underrated player on the tour?
For me, I would say Koki.
Nice. Good name.
Yeah, probably the same.
Okay.
All right.
That was easy, right?
Yeah, good one. All right, one young player you think that will break into the top 10 soon?
I know my answer.
You are killing me. Nem sei quem está fora do top 10.
He doesn't know who is out of the top 10. For me, it's Augsburger.
Pois o Augsburger está fora.
Augsburger?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
I wasn't sure. Yeah, he's out of 10, yeah.
Yeah, but I can say Fran Guerrero as well. Fran Guerrero is really good.
He's really good.
Really good. Really
Nice one. Nice one. All right, who has the best smash in the game?
Augsburger.
You were so fast on it. It was so
That
fast.
was easy.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's so obvious. It's so obvious.
Even more than Tapia.
Of course, Tapia smashes really well, but like when you have Augsburger on your front, you are really afraid. You are really afraid.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the kind of thing that you don't want to play against. Yeah.
All right, who has the best bandeja?
There's no bandejas anymore, I guess.
Pois,
Bandeja
if
people.
you say Vibra.
All right, who has the
Oh,
best
Bandeja.
That's
vibra?
Vibra then.
I like Chingotto.
Nice.
Yes, I would say Youngwash. I would say Youngwash.
Yes.
Nice one. All right, who has the best volleys?
Galán.
Oh,
Unanimous.
that was unanimous. Who has the best lobs?
But I can say Arturo as well.
Yeah.
Arturo.
This is weird, because probably we won't choose Arturo in none of the questions, but in the end, he's probably the best one doing all of them.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird. Yeah.
Interesting. That's so cool. All right, who has the best lobs?
Tapia maybe.
Oh.
Tolito.
Ooh.
Tolito.
No. Yeah, it's crazy because it does.
No.
No, I would say Tapia or Chingotto also. Chingotto. I'll say Chingotto again.
Tapia.
Yes.
First time we got that answer.
Yeah,
Tapia.
Tapia is a new one.
Nice.
All right, who do you think's the most athletic?
Augsburger.
By far,
Who had-
I guess.
Really? All right. Who has the best disguise shots?
Tapia.
Tapia.
Right, yeah, we saw that coming. All right, who has
Tolito could be one of the answers
wow.
here.
Okay, good one. Good one. Good one.
Yes.
New one. Who has the best defense from the back?
Chingotto.
Yeah, Chingotto. Or Arturo.
No, Chingotto is better.
All right. Who has the best defense at the net?
Like defense, like blocking.
Blocking. Yeah, blocking.
Arturo.
Yeah, Arturo.
Arturo. Who do you think's the most tactically smart player?
Yeah, maybe one of the older ones.
The other was Sanyu.
Oh.
Sanyo.
Older guys? Okay.
Yeah, but I think. Yeah,
Okay.
I would say Sanyu.
Okay.
Nice. Nice one. All right. Do you have a favorite match you've ever watched?
The favorite,
Probably when we see the World Cup.
the World Cup, the third match, yeah.
Oh,
So
The
Young,
decisive
Young
match.
Boys Paquito against Augsburger Libak.
Oh, that was
awesome
amazing.
match.
It was nice to
Amazing
see.
match.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, I don't think I will ever see a match like that. Yeah,
No, that's amazing.
like
That's amazing.
the emotions, everything. It was amazing.
That was amazing.
Yeah, true.
It was
And to
amazing.
watch it live while we were there at the stadium,
Yeah.
it was amazing. Yeah.
Oh, you were there too. All right, who's your all-time favorite player?
I don't have one.
Um, yeah, I don't. For me, I would say LeBron because he's a right player like me, and it's like the player that I try to copy.
yeah.
Yeah.
To copy because he's a right-handed player playing on the right.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course I love Arturo. It's amazing, but he's a lefty, so it's for me it's really complicated to copy things. So I would not say that I have an idol in paddle, but like my reference is Roland Lebron because I think he's really good at the right side. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice
that's a
answer.
good one.
Nice answer.
Then Nuno, who do you enjoy watching most?
No, Tapia.
Miguel, is it you? Is it
Yeah,
the same?
yeah, it's Tapia. Yeah, it's Tapia.
Amazing. What do you think the hardest skill to master in paddle?
Love.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
For us or for everyone?
Everyone, because you
Yeah.
guys have amazing.
Oh, no, it will be the same. Love.
No, but for everyone it will be the smash, I guess.
But
I think
probably,
so.
but most of the people will be the smash. Yeah.
If you don't play tennis before, it's the smash for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but I would answer love also. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's one thing you wish more paddle fans understood about the game?
Oof. Never thought about it. Oh, I don't know.
Qual foi a coisa que?
No, one thing that with
You wish paddle fans
wish-
understood more about the game.
well,
Maybe the slow play. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I have some people talking to me saying, "Why didn't you smash that ball? Why didn't you? Why didn't you were at the net and you didn't force with a good smash?" And yeah, I think the ones who play who can wins points playing slowly are the best.
yeah, and sometimes
maybe
it's not easy to realize that sometimes you have to win points playing slowly.
Yeah.
It's probably for paddle fans that just want to
see
see smashes and aggressive plays, and that's what is
Out
fun.
of the court and like
yeah.
chaos.
Probably that.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I didn't think about
but
that question.
Maybe another thing that people need to know is that that we play a lot of weeks. We have a lot of a lot of tournaments every week. Sorry, you have a lot of tournaments weeks in a row, and it's not easy to be always on top. So maybe people sometimes think that we are robots. We are not robots. So it's not easy. That's why people need to rest, need to have some vacations, and sometimes there's weeks that it won't be amazing. Yeah, and I think people when people are watching the matches on TV think that
They just see the match.
the match that
they
don't know
think about
what's
the rest.
in behind all the travels we do, all the efforts we have to do, the days we are away from home. So probably all those things that doesn't show up, and people think, yeah, we are there, we are ready. And it's not that easy. Just probably that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys. Last
Last one.
last
Yeah,
one
how do we
for
go with the last one.
yeah. Last one for the
Okay.
quick fire one. Who's the goat?
In
Bell.
paddle,
Yeah.
Bella. Yeah.
Easy, huh? Easy.
yeah.
Okay.
But easy for now. But in 5-10 years, it can change. Of course, the records he have he has like the 13 years in a row number one.
That's crazy.
It's impossible to beat, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was other
Times.
other times of the sport. Yeah.
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 Well, just
That was good, guys. That was good. Well done. Well done. That was a fun one. That
Yeah.
was a fun one.
that was amazing,
Well,
guys.
guys, before you go, please.
Yes.
You know, I think you guys are very inspirational for what you have done so far in paddle, and I would like to say that you guys are very important because paddle so far, what we've seen, it's Spanish and Argentinians, and you guys are breaking that barrier, and you're showing the world that there are more people that can come from different countries. I love the point that you guys made, that you guys have an all Portuguese team, and I love the point that you guys said, we want to show the younger players in Portugal that you can become a top player with a Portuguese team, but you're not only showing Portuguese players, you're showing players all around the world. So I think that's an amazing initiative that you guys are taking and you're thinking of, and the purpose that you have. It's really special. And which leads me to my last question, because young players might be watching, aspiring professional players might be watching. What's one piece of advice you would give to someone that is trying to become like you guys?
I think it'll be. I think it's similar to what we said before, but I would say have fun while doing it. It's really important. Train harder, listen to your coach, but have fun.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't know if Miguel wants to say another thing, but
think,
that's
yeah.
my vision of things and what I try to do all my life. Train harder, push myself a lot. Sometimes you have to make decisions and don't go out with friends, don't spend that much time with girlfriends, everything. But it is what it is. But you have your goal. But meanwhile, having fun and enjoying the journey.
Yeah, I think in life in general, it can be in sports or other area. You have to find a place to be. So, in my university, I was taking the course of computer engineering.
No way.
Yeah, and I did
Like
and I did 2 years and a half, and then I quit. Because I felt that that was not my place. I was not feeling useful. I was passing all the exams and projects and tests with my friends and my colleagues helping me a lot. So I was not doing anything. So that was not my place. And fortunately in paddle, in sports in general, but right now in paddle, I found my place. I found the thing that I think I'm good at. So I think it's more like an advice for life. It's for people to find a place to be and where they can feel happy and successful as well.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Beautiful.
I was
last
also
thing I wanted
computer
to-
engineer, so I relate to
Yeah,
everything you're talking about. I know the feeling.
I started there too, but then I moved to a different course.
Oh,
I ended up in
What-
management. But I started there too.
Because you're the more calm, cool guy. You need to manage. That's what a manager needs to be. A leader needs to be.
Then-
I'm always managing stuff here. Always.
Managing emotions, Miguel's emotions, your emotions.
Yes.
Guys,
yes,
I
yes.
wanted to ask, because you guys played against the number one Egyptian, I remember in an FIP in Dubai, Yusuf Hussam. Can you guys tell us what was it like playing against him, and what do you think of him and his future?
It was really difficult because
Yeah.
he's a player like us. So he has that aggressive style that. So when we play against other players, they feel that aggressive style, and then
We felt that, yeah.
that against Yusuf, that aggressive style, and he's really good. He will play. He will be in Premier Padel for sure, I guess.
Yeah, he will be good.
He is really good. So I think he, with a great project, he can be in Premier Padel for sure. He has everything, so he will be here.
Now,
for sure.
physically, he's really good. The mentality is also good. we also remember him from tennis because we played with him.
Maybe some tournaments.
Some
Yeah, but
tournaments. I remember him.
he was
from the
way
tournaments.
better than us.
He was way better. So he has the mentality, he has the discipline, and we watched him train already, and we know that he does things
He's good, yeah.
well. So he will succeed. Almost, I'm sure. He's going to succeed for sure.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Really cool.
Well, that's anything else, guys?
That wraps it up, guys. I think where can people follow you online so that they can keep track of your progress, what you're up to?
Sorry.
Yeah,
where can
social
people follow
network,
you?
Instagram.
Instagram is like the main social media we use, and main and only. I
Only,
think.
yeah, it's
We put everything on Instagram, and we always try to share that and follow Premier Padel also, and try to
follow Padel in general.
Follow Padel in general. Yes,
It's fun. It's fun to follow, I guess. Yeah.
That's it. We're addicts, like you said. People become addicts when they try the sport. We are.
Yes.
We know you guys are. Clearly, you've made it a profession. So we want to thank you guys. This was awesome. It was so
thank
much
you guys
fun.
so much.
Thank you.
An absolute pleasure. We're definitely gonna drop Nuno and Miguel's Instagram here in the comment section in the description.
You
so
have
if you guys
to
want to follow them,
You have to follow.
we really want to thank you guys for sharing with us your insights, your journey. You guys are so thoughtful and considerate, and you seem to have just a really cool vibe. We're going to be rooting for you guys. I still can't believe you guys went from coaching paddle to being at the top of Premier Padel. It's unreal. It's unreal. You're on an amazing journey. It's so fun to watch, and we're here for it, guys. And we hope we get to do this soon.
Yeah. Thank you so much for inviting us. It was really a pleasure to be here, and congratulations for the project. And let's hope you can continue interviewing other players and trying to see other visions about padel. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you so much for your time, guys. Thank you for your time.
We will meet for sure in the tournaments.
Yes.
We really appreciate it, and we're serious. Once you get here to New Giza, if you do,
yes, please
we're definitely
please find
we
a
need
way.
to link up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Looking forward for it.
Thank you
Thank
so much, guys. You're the best.
Best of luck, guys.
Bye.
Have a good
Thank
luck.
you.
Good luck in Madrid.
Thank you.
See you.
Another
Amazing.
interview in the books. Haroon, I love this. This was so much fun.
Man.
Like so many different insights. First of all, they were so generous with their time.
Yeah.
And so many things I loved. Is there anything you loved the most from what they had to say?
I can't believe that they went in trying to coach paddle and then they end up, just making
It's
the round
such
of
an
16
inspirational
for me.
story.
Like for me, it's wild. I can't tell you how much I loved them talking about their coaching team and the idea that they have a former beach volleyball coach who's their performance coach. He's the one giving them insights on team dynamics, on improving themselves in paddle, also on their mental and the partnership. Like, it's so interesting and so unique because paddle is new, so it allows for infusion of insights from other sports.
Yeah.
And this is what's needed because paddle is a team sport.
Yeah.
And it's also unique because it's not a regular team, it's a two-person team. And maybe beach volleyball is the perfect place to learn that from.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic.
No, Haroon, how about you? Anything that stood out for you? Obviously, lots of things. But anything
Everything, man.
specifically?
Like I love the fact that they're they are relatable and so not relatable at the same time. But it feels like they're fans, but are in the top 20. Like they're fans. They feel the same thing like us. They admire these players, or they think highly of them, and they think they're awesome, and they love to watch them. But they're there on court playing with them. So it's so nice, to see that somebody like you is kind of there experiencing it. And
But I'll tell you, but that was the thing I said during the interview. I'm like, but that's deceiving in a way because like you could think maybe Ismail, oh my God, they were coaches in paddle and then just like they played paddle for a few more years, did some extra fitness, did some more baskets, and now they're professionals going toe to toe with the best, which is undermining the amount of work and the achievement that they reached, right? Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It really is crazy what they've done.
Yeah, it is crazy what they've done, and I think it speaks just Miguel and Nuno are incredibly humble. It's ridiculous how humble they are and how respectful they are. so professional. Like even when we give them a compliment, they're deferring it, because
don't give it to us.
Like you tell them you're doing great for Portugal. Yeah, actually, Sofia Araujo's been there, and so they mentioned Anna. I can't remember the name, who's been top 6. So like they're deferring, credit and talking about how easy and many players are going to transition, but. They put a lot of work in to get here, and I think also one of my takeaways that I loved from this interview is they're talking about intentionality, and you can see the level of detail-oriented work ethic they have about like every time they're going on court with a goal, with a purpose. After a tournament, they have a goal. How humble they are to admit that there's so much to work on, and they're even like looking forward to, like Nuno's speaking about like how happy and optimistic he is about how many things he feels he can improve. Both of them feel like they have so much to improve, and I feel like this is the mindset of top players. Like the humility to admit that you have so much to work on, but not also be discouraged by it, but see it as motivation that, wow, I can still improve so much more, so I can get so much better. Like it's like the what if with the max positive spin. And I feel like that's the mentality that they have. And I feel like that's really, it demonstrates why they've gotten to the top of the game so quickly. And I'm excited to see what they do going forward, Yusuf.
Well, Haroon, the coolest part of this conversation, that Cristiano Ronaldo segment that we had, I'm going to call it a segment because it was like 10 minutes of them just like, it was so cool. And,
I imagine you probably were so happy because your favorite player is Cristiano since you were a kid.
I love Cristiano, and like for those reasons, because they said not because what he did on the football pitch, they said because off of it, what he does and what he means to them. You can see what he means to the Portuguese, and then he's there for them. But to me, like I know it might not be that big, but they said that he sponsors them, right? And what did he sponsor them with?
Yeah, recovery.
Recovery. And what did they say that he told them is the most important thing? Recovery. So he they said not much, whatever, but he gave them the thing that he believed was the most important to them. He told them, this is my recovery company, and I think that's the best thing for you guys. So much love for Cristiano. I'm a big fan. But also Nuno and Miguel, just the stories they gave. I would love to hear the stories. That would be a separate conversation because he said so many different stories.
Yeah.
But I love listening to that part.
It was so cool because also it's so cool to see this interaction between Cristiano and Padel, see how much he loves Padel.
Loves it. They said, look at in 5 months how much he improved.
He's working on it.
The smash. Haroon, that smash where he said jumped off the service line and into the net from how high he jumped.
Yeah, crazy.
Hilarious.
We need footage.
Oh yeah.
We need footage.
We need to ask him if there's footage for that.
We need footage for that.
Oh my God. I think anyone who tunes in and presses play on this is going to love it.
Yeah. Also,
awesome.
Something I loved.
So fun.
Something I loved is how they gave a lot of credit to Arturo Coello, and we've been for the past few months been talking about how Arturo is so underrated and he's carrying such a big load sometimes and he's not getting enough credit, and they immediately were like, yeah, Arturo's insane, Arturo's a beast, Arturo's the most complete player. Nuno said Arturo's the most complete player. He has everything. He does everything the best altogether, which is I agree.
Yeah, I think we've been agreeing with that statement for the past couple of months now, but man, it was fun. Yeah. People are going to love this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, that was awesome. We had a lot of fun. I think you are going to really enjoy this conversation, and hopefully you learn a lot from it the same way we did. And this is important for all young Padel players. You need to watch this interview and see what it takes to get to the top of the game, the type of mindset you need, and for coaches out there to recognize what's needed for young players as well. And if you enjoy this interview, then you're going to really enjoy our latest interview with Coach David Howe of the Swedish national team. He talked a lot about what it's like to build a top caliber padel player, going from the youngest ages up to the top of the tour, the Premier Padel Tour. You're really going to enjoy that one. And other than that, you should also check out our other interview with Coach Nacho Porto. So many cool insights there. So many interesting anecdotes about what it's like to think like a padel player, but to think like a padel coach, and how you should approach your padel training. We think you're going to love it a lot, and you're going to learn a lot there. Anyone looking to up their paddle game, check it out or share it with someone that will really appreciate it. They're gonna thank you for that too. And follow and subscribe for all your latest paddle news here, and we'll see you at the end of the Madrid P1.
¡Vamos, vamos, vamos!